Hey, Bob.
Tim.
Could you pour me a cup of that new Mickey's 90th birthday blend?
Isn't this the best coffee you've... I mean, this might be their best. I gave my wife a little bit of this. She said it's now her favorite. And she loves all the Disney blends, but she's saying this Mickey's 90th anniversary, her favorite.
That's because it was highly crafted by Chris DeMezzo and our friends over there at Joffrey's Coffee. Here's the best part about the coffee, Bob.
Yes.
20% off. What's the code?
Looper 2018. That's good for a little while, so don't hesitate. Get on that. Looper 2018 for 20% off.
Stock up for the holidays. Stock up for the cold weather that's coming.
Order today at Joffreys.com.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
To the left of our forward motion, just beyond the trees, is the Walt Disney World Golf Resort, which lies in the middle of two 18-hole championship golf courses.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott.
I'm Bob Collar.
This is ResortLoop.com. Bob.
Tim.
I always start off the show by going Bob.
And I go Tim.
And then we get on with the show.
And show's over.
And thanks for joining us, everyone.
See you, everybody.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So this week, a very busy week in the Disney Cruise Line universe.
Oh, I thought I was going to rant about the increase in prices.
We gave up on that. We gave up on that.
We'll talk about that.
We'll mention it here and there, but...
You know,
prices
Looper Nation commands a rant from me. I can't just rant on demand.
Wow, someone's head's big.
I can't rant on demand.
You can rant on demand if I get you going.
Well,
remember when we had to pay for parking?
But that's not that.
But
that's not.
Listen,
that's not what we just.
With no views of the new
that's
gondola
not what
towers.
we decided to talk about today. The rant request was made prior to or after we had decided what we were going to talk about.
They're requesting rants now?
They are requesting rants.
Oh.
Listen, James, I will not rant on command.
Is this Mr. Price?
Yes.
JJP.
You've met him.
I have met him.
I think that was a plot. You were like, we'll get him. We'll get him. We'll get that blood pressure up. Anyway, Tim.
Your face is all red. You want to rant.
What are we going to talk about today?
We just thought we'd mention Disney Cruise Line.
Yes.
On the show. This week was a very big week with the new itineraries announced for 2020.
Huge.
So, back on, what was it today? Blah, blah, blah. Earlier this week, you had the, different tiers statuses depending on when you've cruised.
Right.
By the time you hear this show, it's open to everybody.
Everybody.
You can book anything that's booked out that they have announced through the first part of 2020.
You just did that.
I just did that for a listener. I won't mention his name because I didn't get permission to. I don't want to.
Right? No, you
But they were taking a Panama Canal cruise from San Diego to Galveston.
That's amazing.
It's amazing. It's a 14-night cruise.
Fantastic.
But then they announced the New Orleans itineraries.
Yes. Here's what was so unique about that. I got to throw this out there because
throw it.
He had already booked with us.
Yes.
And said, wait a minute.
Hold on.
Try and see what this is going to do for me. If I decide to go through New Orleans, what happened?
He goes, no. Basically, I don't mind paying a little bit more.
Right.
If I can go out of New Orleans, I said, well, let's see what we can do.
Right.
Contacted Disney. After an eternity on the phone
That's usually
with Disney.
what we do when we're trying to book a trip.
Well, no.
This is going a lot longer than I thought it was going to go.
Everyone else goes
going.
through us, but we contact Disney Cruise Line.
Yes.
So you didn't have to wait on the phone the hour
for
and 50
2 hours.
minutes.
That's what we do for you guys. But go ahead.
Long story. Well, we're way past making it short.
Yeah, exactly.
Got the cruise from New Orleans through the Panama Canal for the 14 days back to San Diego for less than the cruise coming the other way.
That is amazing.
That was awesome.
That is fantastic. I actually have not what he's paying, but I did do a little research, and I found out if anybody else is interested in that, how much that would cost. So we'll get there.
Okay, we'll get there. I just want this to let everybody know that this is part of the book early.
Absolutely.
Because who knows? By today, it could even be up more than up higher than we just booked. So.
Yeah, we're looking at 2019. A lot of stuff in 2019, and it's starting to book pretty quick. You had some trouble. A lot of the lower cabins
Yeah, we're already sold out.
Categories were already sold out. So,
but don't let that deter you because a lot of people. A lot of people book.
And
they have that 3-day window before they put the deposit down. Then they change their mind, decide it's too much, or the schedule doesn't work out. They don't book it, so those cabins go back on the.
Right.
I still call them cabins. They're staterooms.
Staterooms. Right.
Whatever. Charge more if they're called staterooms than I think if they're cabins.
All right.
Plus, they don't have a log-burning fireplace.
This is this one. I really like this one. This is a new round-trip sailing from Rome. From Rome.
Rome if you want to.
Not Rome, Georgia.
Rome around the
I've
world.
been to Rome, Georgia.
Have you?
Not Rome, Georgia. Rome, the Rome. In Italy, Rome. Wow. So check this out. For the first time, Disney Cruise Line guests can experience the rich history of Rome as a bookend experience in a single cruise.
Whoa.
Families can explore the Colosseum, the Trevi Fountain, and the Vatican.
That is amazing.
And sample authentic local cuisine. On June 14th, 2019, Disney Magic will sail in an 8-night cruise from Civitavecchia, Rome.
Civitavecchia.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
That's what you tried to say.
Ports of call include Salerno and La Spezia.
I'm letting you go now. You yelled at me for the first one.
Italy, Villafranche, and Marcellus, France.
Oh, good Lord.
And Barcelona, Spain.
Right.
Anyway.
I apologize to all of Europe.
As do I. As do I. So a round trip in Rome, sailing from Rome, about $5,000 per person. Now that's per person, double occupancy, all that stuff. But ballpark around $5,000. I didn't get real specific because everybody cruises differently.
True.
Boy, wouldn't that be nice?
That would be nice.
That would be incredible. Talk about seeing some history. You're going Rome. You're going all through Italy and France and Spain. So, and then back to Rome. So, very cool.
Nice.
Very, very cool.
That sounds very cool.
Yeah.
Now, Civitavecchia is actually the city on the coast. It's like an hour or two into Rome. So, you got to take the bus. Just letting you know that.
All right.
I'm just throwing it out there.
All right, wait.
So, I mean, it's not like the boat pulls up to the Colosseum or to the, what else? The Trevi Fountain.
Not like you've been there.
No.
Stop even pretending.
I've never been to Rome. I've been to Rome, Ohio. Wait, no, it's been Cairo, Ohio. Anyway, we have a lot of world city names in Ohio.
By the way, we did prep for this. He went on YouTube to learn how to pronounce some of these names.
Civitavecchia.
I'm just saying.
Oh, one of us has to be able to pronounce things.
What else we got?
Oh, anyway, we got 7 new ports of call for Europe for the first time in 2019.
Yeah.
Gothenburg, Nysasham, this is Stockholm, Sweden. The Toulon province and Brest, France. Cartagena, Spain. Frederica, Denmark, and Belfast, Northern Ireland. How exciting would Belfast be?
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. That one going from Dover, England, which is near London, on September 8th to Belfast. That one starts about $4,000.
Really?
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad. If you book a cruise and you're getting these kind of prices, these are probably still kind of early prices because this is for next year.
Right.
That means you can start looking for flights too.
That's right. That's right.
Start get on your little flight tracker pricing things to see when the best time is to buy a flight for out that way.
Absolutely. And don't forget Dover. Those are those white cliffs of Dover. You'd be able to see from the cruise ship. That would have to be beautiful.
I would think so.
That would be amazing. I would love to see that. And then they also have, throughout the summer, the Disney Magic is going to tour Europe, engagements in the Baltic, Norwegian fjords, Iceland, British Isles, and the Mediterranean, like we mentioned before. The Norwegian fjords from Dover.
Right.
I checked that out. 7-night cruise, $4,700.
Wow.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. And it's only going to go up.
It's only going to go up. Yeah, these are the early bookings, so make sure you get in on that. And then returning to Alaska, Tim Scott.
No surprise to anyone.
Returns to Alaska.
If only I would return to Alaska.
Go ahead. Talk
mention
about
Alaska.
Yeah, you know all about Alaska.
They're returning in 2019 for a world of breathtaking natural vistas, which is Latin for views.
Which is true.
That is totally true.
Yeah.
Totally true. Glaciers, awe-inspiring wildlife, a variety of 5, 7, and 9-night itineraries. You depart from Vancouver, Canada, a beautiful city. Get there a day or two early to visit Vancouver. Let's see. Stops in Juneau, Skagway, Ketchikan, Sitka, the Icy Strait Point, the Hubbard Glacier, and the Tracy Arm Fjord, plus Victoria, Canada. Let's see. In addition, I jumped ahead of the Bahamas. Don't go by me.
No, you're jumping ahead.
I jumped ahead one too many. But I will say, if you and I think I mentioned this before, if you've ever considered a cruise, you don't want to worry about being bounced around, maybe getting a little motion sickness from the ocean. Calmest waters you'll ever have sailing up to Alaska.
Really?
You have land on both sides of you for a lot of the way up.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
It's just so smooth. We didn't feel any movement at all.
Up through the Tracy Arm, I would assume, yeah.
Now, it can be rainier than you're used to, because you're going up.
Yeah.
But, it's beautiful.
Yeah. That's what everybody says. Everybody says Alaska is just an incredible place. Those start at about $6,200.
Right.
So a little bit expensive, but boy, I tell you, it would be how was the food on the ship?
Fantastic.
Yeah, I can imagine.
We went to Palo. Palo was fantastic as always. One thing you can consider if you're because a flight actually into Vancouver can be more expensive, being considered an international flight.
Right.
If you're from the U.S.
Right.
If you're from Canada, it's probably domestic. Fly into Seattle.
Yes.
And then you can take a train goes right up there to Vancouver.
Really?
Yeah, so you can get a little rail ride in there and see some of the country out in the Pacific Northwest.
You've been ridden out on a rail before. That's an old term. Look it up, kids.
You must really be old because I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ride them out on a rail.
Oh.
Back in the day.
All right.
They actually did. They would put somebody on a rail and walk them out of town. Make them sit on a rail because it hurt.
Was it you?
Sit on the rail. No, I'm not that old.
No. Well, good to know. No. What's the fantasy doing?
Okay, so we're going to do special itineraries to the Caribbean and the Bahamas.
I love this one.
So this is going to run throughout the summer of 2019 as well. 7-night Eastern and Western Caribbean cruises from Port Canaveral. The 11-night Southern Caribbean cruise departing on the 27th. That one's going to cost you for 11 nights about $7,500.
Yeah.
But 11 nights.
11 nights.
You are hitting it all. It's going to be incredible. All cruises aboard Disney's Fantasy in 2019 include a stop at, of course, Castaway Cay. In addition to multiple tropical destinations where Disney Cruise Line guests can dive into charming island cultures, sunbathe on golden beaches, and revel in local marketplaces.
Here's what I like that they're doing this year with it. They're having special itineraries for a 3-night cruise, Bahamas cruise, departing August 7th.
Why do you like that?
I like that because if you've never been on the Fantasy,
right,
because of a time schedule, the Dream's the one doing the 3 and the 4-night cruises. The Fantasy mostly does 7s.
Right.
So if you want to see maybe that cruise ship you haven't seen before, you want to hit the Dream. You only have 3 days. There you go.
You're a big proponent of
the Fantasy.
Of hitting all of the different cruise ships because they all have something a little bit unique about them.
So once you've done them all, you can say you've done the Grand Slam.
There you go.
Until they have 3 new ships coming out.
Until they got the 3 new ones coming up.
Then we'll come up with another term for that.
That's right. So, so there's that. And then they've got some extra stop at Castaway Cay on the Disney Dream, speaking of the Disney Dream. On June 14th, I did some numbers on this. The Disney Dream set sail on a 5-night Caribbean cruise to Nassau, plus 2 stops at Castaway Cay.
People love the 2 stops.
About $4,300.
$43 for a 5-night cruise? Yeah,
5-night cruise with, and again, I can't emphasize enough, this 2 stops at Castaway Cay, worth every penny. Talk about incredible.
Here's the thing: if you're paying the money to stay inside the Disney bubble,
yes,
just go to Castaway Cay twice.
Oh, I'm sorry, but they could just take me to Castaway Cay, let me sit there for a week. There's not a whole lot to do there,
and that's how you like it.
But man, talk about a relaxing part of the vacation. Oh my goodness!
When no one's there, you could just stay in one of the bungalows while people are gone.
Oh yeah, and then if you just want to go to the adult side of the island, so you don't have to, hang out with the kids the whole time.
There you go.
That it's just the food is fantastic, and then the ship's right there.
Right
and
there.
Just stop it.
Forget about it.
All right, what else is going on?
I think we touched on this in the DVC Roundtable show, I believe.
Yes.
The guided experiences with Adventures by Disney. So these are like just short pre or post cruise activities you can go on.
Absolutely.
Let's see. In 2019, Adventures by Disney will offer pre-cruise guided experiences in Rome and Vancouver. These 3-night short escapes are also offered in Copenhagen, Denmark, and Barcelona. They allow the families to experience memorable icons in ways that few can, such as private after-hour visit to the Vatican museums, Sistine Chapel in Rome. How cool would that be?
Oh, my goodness.
Plus, you can do things like zip-lining, flamenco dancing, and preparing local cuisine, and immerse your whole family in the culture of the region.
I want to do this so bad, because can you imagine zip-lining between the Vatican and the Sistine Chapel? Is that what I'm reading here?
That's what I read.
That's what I'm... That has got to be so cool.
The Pope stands at the top, blesses you before you go down.
That would be blasphemous, but I'm moving away from you now in the studio because I'm a little concerned.
Started this off.
Again, everyone in Europe, we apologize, especially in Rome.
And to anyone who's Catholic. And to the Pope.
Ooh. Anyway, he's got a good sense of humor. Anyway, what else is going on with those group excursions in Europe?
Let's see here. Families can also enhance their European sailings with an Adventures by Disney package. Knowledgeable adventure guides lead travelers to experience the best of each port, helping them unlock the wonders of the destination through immersive excursion and off-the-beaten-path adventures. Because sometimes you don't want to do the super touristy stuff.
Right.
The Diamonds International.
No, yeah. Hello.
Oh, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Let's see here. In addition, guests will enjoy exclusive receptions on board and have access to the concierge service from those dedicated guides throughout the voyage.
Yeah.
So they're not just with you while you're on your excursion on land.
Oh, wow.
Sounds like they're on board.
Yeah. Getting you all prepped and ready to go.
Let's see. These offerings open for booking on March 8th. Oh, that was this year. They're already up and running.
It's already.
I'm sorry, I thought that's in 2019. Anyway,
those sound fantastic, and that's something that I would just absolutely... We've got to do an Adventures by Disney, even one of these little short ones. We got to try that out so that we can let everybody know what they're like. Because from what we've heard from other loopers who have done these, the Adventures by Disney excursions are just ridiculous.
You hear it jokingly. People go, it's the only way to travel.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling it's the only way to travel.
It's got to be incredible. This is the one we were talking about, this new announcement from Disney in 2020, home port in New Orleans for the first time. So here's what Disney's saying about this. Before or after their Disney cruise, guests can venture into the city to savor the distinct flavors of famous New Orleans cuisine, visit family-friendly museums and parks, and revel in the sweet melodies of world-renowned jazz music. Travelers will delight in the southern charm of this new home port, and Disney fans will find magic around every corner as they recognize the iconic sights and sounds that inspired the beloved animated film The Princess and the Frog. So New Orleans is going to be fantastic, I think, for Disney. And this is what they're saying. It's going to embark on 6 cruises, the Disney Wonder, during this limited time season from New Orleans, including 4, 6, and 7-night Western Caribbean sailings. The 4-night sailing, this is really, I was shocked the price of this. The 4-night sailing from New Orleans, $1,900.
Wow.
The 6-night sailing was $8,200. I don't know where they came up with that number, but that was the number I found. And then the 7-night sailing is $3,700, and we can get you more information on that if you're interested. Here's the one that you were talking about, the 14-night westbound Panama Canal cruise from New Orleans to San Diego. This blew my mind. Are you ready for this?
Oh, I'm ready. Although I think I know.
You already know. Looper Nation, check this. 14-night. Let me rephrase this.
Make it sound
14 nights.
A fortnight.
2 fortnight. No, a fortnight.
1 fortnight.
From New Orleans to San Diego through the Panama Canal, $4,600 starting out. $4,600.
That's if they're still available now, because remember, that started earlier this week. But
right. But still, I mean, that's
I'm not sure I can eat at home
deal.
for $4,600 for 14 nights.
For 14 nights, that is an incredible trip. to check out. So something you might want to consider for if you've got that kind of time. This is again in 2020, so check that out. Otherwise, go to the Caribbean for $1,900.
Wow.
Can't beat that either. Jeez, oh man.
Sometimes you just need to get on the ship.
This next one is my favorite, though.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Is this where we're at?
This is where we're at. This is where I want to go.
Well, you've
where
been.
I want you to take me. At least I
Creepy,
wanna
but
go.
okay. Disney Cruise Line is returning to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Let's see here. After a 5-year hiatus, so it's been 5 years. I can't believe it's been that long.
No, it doesn't seem that long.
The Disney Wonder will return to Hawaii in early 2020 for 2 special cruises, a 9-night voyage from Honolulu to Vancouver,
Oh,
and on April 29th, a 10-night sailing back to Vancouver.
oh.
So you're going to Hawaii from Vancouver and then back. During these vacations, guests will discover the breathtaking beauty of the Hawaiian Islands, including the famous beaches of Waikiki on Oahu, the views from atop the summit of Hakalea Crater on Maui, the lush tropical gardens of the waterfalls of Kauai, and the diverse natural wonders of Hawaii Island.
No offense to our listeners in Vancouver.
I don't think they'll take it.
Love Vancouver.
It's beautiful.
You take me from Vancouver to Hawaii on a 9-night cruise.
Yes.
I'm not getting back on the ship to go back to Vancouver. Not going to happen. I'm staying in Hawaii forever. You just take the ship. Go. I don't need it anymore. But that trip from Vancouver to Honolulu, $4,600.
Nice. That's
Not bad.
No, not bad at all.
Not bad. That one, I don't know, though, because, I mean, I love the idea of going around to the different islands on a Disney cruise line. I think it would be incredible to do that. I'm not sure I want to do that long stretch of open ocean. I don't know. I'm just thinking I'd want to see more than just the ocean. But then again, Disney's taking care of you and keeping you
Yeah,
excited.
you're on a Disney cruise ship. You're going to be dining to the hill.
Exactly.
You'll be fine.
Exactly.
I'd like to take this time to thank
Uh-huh.
Magnum PI and Hawaii 5.0 that I knew how to pronounce those words.
Because he won't go. He won't go.
Oh, I want to go,
He won't go.
but I probably won't go. Not right.
No.
Not right now, anyway.
No. Hey, you want to take your wife. That's your... Whatever. Anyway, so... And don't forget, Disney, typically, most of the stuff is either going up to Alaska or on the East Coast, the New York cruises, the Port Canaveral, now New Orleans, used to be Galveston, had a thing. But now you can go from San Diego to the Mexican Riviera, stopping in the California Baja Peninsula.
Nice.
They've got 2 7-night cruises starting at $3,400.
Wow.
From San Diego. That's after they get it there from, New Orleans.
Right.
Through
After
the
it's
Panama Canal.
based out that way.
So
Sounds like the old love boat.
the
Itineraries.
Love Boat.
Hey,
That's all I got.
that's all. Same here.
Let's see what else we got. How about this? This one, this next one over here. The 2-night sailings from New York to the Bahamas.
2-night.
2
yeah.
7-night. I'm sorry, 2 7-night.
Oh, okay. I was going to say
sailings.
2 nights. They're flying.
They're zipping down there.
It's like a cigarette boat.
Why don't you tell us about that one?
I will tell you about the. I got it.
You got it?
I got it.
You're looking at me like you.
I didn't.
What are you talking about?
I didn't have it.
All right.
It says during the 2 7-night sailings from New York to the Bahamas, cruisers are treated to a double dose of pixie dust.
Yes, they are.
A stop at Disney's private island, Castaway Cay, is paired with a day at Port Canaveral, Florida,
There it is.
where every guest receives. I hope everyone's sitting down for this.
I am.
I know. I see you right there.
All right.
Let's see. Oh, I lost my place because I got so excited. Where every guest receives a 1-day. I didn't even know this. I don't know why I just didn't say it. A 1-day Walt Disney World puck hopper ticket and round trip transportation to the theme parks, which surprisingly enough is in nearby Orlando.
That's weird.
I'm glad they put that in here.
I'm glad too because we didn't know where Walt Disney World was.
So you get off the boat, they take you to the parks, park hopper, go wherever you want. They'll tell you where to where to come back on the boat.
And remember, this is going from New York to the Bahamas, stops in Castaway Cay, and stops at Disney World, and you get to enjoy Disney World for a day. 7 nights on a gorgeous cruise ship.
Yes.
I feel like I'm a talk show host. 7 nights on a gorgeous cruise ship, $3,600.
Bobby, tell them what they've won.
$3,600. I wish we get to the point where we can actually give away some cruises or something.
That would be awesome. Everyone go out there and share this Gateway to the Magic.
Share the Gateway to the Magic. So that's those are some of the incredible new offerings from and some of the old offerings. A lot of the stuff they've done in the past, but that New Orleans to San Diego is going to be awesome.
Oh.
I think that's going to be great. The Rome trip is going to be fantastic.
I want to climb in somebody's luggage.
And so if you want to do any of that before, and we're going to wrap this up with the Disney gave us an artist rendering. We'll put it on the website. An artist rendering of the next ship.
Oh.
You know what it looks like?
A lot like the others?
Exactly. But this is where they're getting you. It says the Disney Cruise Line fleet has the most beautiful ships at sea, and 3 newest vessels setting sail in 2021, 2022, and 2023 will be no exception. This is where you're not going to see in an artist rendering. The new ships will embody the elegance and romance of the golden age of ocean cruising with unique touches all their own. The new vessels will offer more innovation, more technologies, spectacular entertainment, and more Disney stories and characters than ever before. That's what I'm looking forward to seeing. You got to remember, when did the first cruise ship come out? Do you remember what
was it
99?
98?
No, it was before 99, wasn't it?
Was it?
I thought it was.
It might have been.
At any rate, when the new cruise ships come out, the technology that has jumped so far in the last 20 years,
exactly,
since those came out, is just going to be incredible for them to incorporate into these new ships. I cannot wait to see what we get out of those. So there you go. If you guys want to book a trip, head on over to
96.
96. I was going to say 97, but I thought it was around there.
I'm going to make a prediction.
Yeah.
On the new ships.
Yeah.
There's going to be, I don't know, it's just a prediction on my part.
An
Omni-Mover ride.
What?
With heavily using projections where they can change out the ride daily.
That probably will happen.
So, one day it's Small World ride. The next day it's Pirates ride. But it's all,
you'll be actually
projection-based. That's my guess.
You'll be doing virtual Disney parks rides. I love it. Could see that. Absolutely. Especially now that you've said it. It'll at least be on the last ship that comes out in 23. So,
why didn't anybody think of this here in Imagineering?
Yeah.
Heads will roll.
It's a good thing we listen to those guys.
Exactly.
Otherwise, we wouldn't have a Sunday brunch.
Anyway.
Oh. And whose head's getting big now, mister?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, now I get to rant. So listen, if you want to book any of these trips, head on over to ResortLoopTravelGroup.com or ResortLoopTravel.com, and we'll help you out there. So, Tim.
Yes, Bob.
That's all I got.
Everybody, thanks for joining us. I always love talking to cruise lines.
Absolutely.
Always imagine getting in on a boat, going somewhere. Tim Scott, Resort Loop Travel. We already said that one. Also, Facebook, Twitter, the website, ResortLoop.com.
Like us over there on Facebook. Rate us on iTunes. Check out our YouTube channel. Help us out on Patreon if you would. That way we can do some more Looper meets and meet you guys and have some fun. And what else should folks do, Tim?
Everyone go out there and share the Gateway to the Magic.
See you, everybody.
Vacation memories will stay with you and your family for a lifetime. The Resort Loop Travel Group was created with this in mind. Our fee-free services will relieve you of the stress and confusion of finding and booking the best vacation at the best price. After booking, we will continue to monitor for ways to save you even more on your vacation. We will check for any upcoming packages and discounts to save you as many vacation dollars as possible. Resort Loop Travel Group, gateway to your magical vacation memories. Get a quote, or for more information, visit ResortLoopTravelGroup.com.